Hello, magical soul. It is time for a new episode here on the podcast. I feel that I've been a little quiet the last few months. There has been a lot of changes in my life, in me and my son's life. We are still in Spain, but we are no longer living with the other mom that I was co-living with, and now we're living with another family. So I have had the need to settle in with that and taking the time to structure our new lives, and we have moved places. And I think this whole adjustment and giving time for things to settle in is a point of the topic today that I want to share with you. Because what are we available for? I like the word availability, or what we're available for, because I think it's very accurate for manifestation. And in general, what we are available for right now is what creates our life and our reality and the world that we are in, and the way we experience the world being right for us, truthful. But what if we make ourselves available for something else? So the whole manifestation thing, I think, in my mind is sometimes a bit fluffy, and there is a lot of talk about you gotta be clear on what you want, and then you gotta feel it, and then you're manifesting it, and it will come into your life. But I like the perception of seeing it as availability, rather. I think it makes it a little bit more down to earth and grounded to understand, maybe. Because if I want to call in something specific, I need to be available to even see that. So let's say the truth is that we are born good, life wants us good, and everything is available for us all the time. Everything is available for us, and we create that reality ourselves. I think that is the truth that we can work around. And then on top of that, and the layers, is our stories that we put into our life that is then creating the reality of what we're available for. So available for more money, available for more time with our kids, available for deeper relations, available for job opportunities, available for a version of ourselves that is behaving or responding in a specific way. All of these, like, dreams and longings and desires that we want, we have to be available for them. And so it's like, how do I clear out things in my life so that I become available? How do I expand my nervous system so I become available for having capacity for more emotions, or having capacity for more activities in my life? How do I become more available in what I can see in front of me? Opportunities, invitations. If I'm so busy being in the past, shaming myself, or living scenarios, or so busy being in the past, planning and trying to figure it out and trying to control and plan, I'm not available to the present moment. I'm not available to see what comes my way, because suddenly I say no to meet up with a friend, or I say no to go with a spontaneous invitation because I am busy planning, or I have structured my day in a specific order, so now I don't have time to go with what comes. And all these spontaneous things are usually invitations to our next level. So if the truth is that the world and the universe and God is giving us all things that we wish for and wants us good and wants us to have abundance all over with everything in life, how are we then available to actually achieve it? How are we available to receive it? It can also come down to confidence. How do we believe and trust that we deserve it and that we're worthy of it? No, that's not for me. I can't do these kind of things. Or do we actually feel that, yeah, this is a match for me? I can totally have that. And this is back to the availability of the nervous system. Are we available to have capacity in our nervous system for all that happiness and all that joy? So it's a balance, right? I feel it's a balance between what we have experienced can be true of our limit and what we can push ourselves a little bit more to have capacity for. A little bit more trusting the universe. A little bit more trusting that everything will work out exactly as we want. And a little bit more presence to see these opportunities that comes our way all the time, all day long. And I had a really, fun. I often lack words to these experiences, but I had a situation this morning because, so the mom that I'm living with now and we are talking into possibly doing a move and relocate to move to Bali. And this is very exciting. And as a type 7 in the Enneagram, seeing possibilities and joy and fun and freedom, I am obviously very excited about that. But it also comes with a lot of logistics because we need to be out from our apartment here in July and August. So we are a little bit in a hurry if we need to arrange all of that already now. And at the same time, we need to figure out the summer plans. So I have been really invited to just dive into my company, Human Next Level, and produce new products and get a membership club up running and get my cohort up running. So busy that I felt like I just want to dig into that and the summer plans and the flight tickets out of Spain. When the apartment stops, like terminates the apartment and all that, it has to just wait. And the other mom has been pushed into like, we gotta plan it and we like, what are we gonna do? And it's in 2 months. And, you know, like everything has been in the need to be planned and just controlled, or like, yeah, but without knowing it, if we don't do anything, nothing will happen, which is true. But my intuition has just been like, it's not the right time right now. And then today I woke with a feeling that just look into the flight tickets now. And then I had a talk with my family, like in Denmark, how we're going to go back and celebrate the summer holidays with them, how we're going to do it. And I go in and I find flight tickets that are extremely cheap, exactly the day I want to go home. And come home, and then the other mom is like, oh, we have been presented with this opportunity to have a place to stay in Denmark where we can all of us continue staying together. And then suddenly everything for the whole summer just falls into place within a few hours. Something that we have tried to like brainstorm on and talk about for over a month now. So how do I make myself available in that moment was also to let go of trying to micromanage it or trying to plan things. And I think that's the balance. Like, how do we balance when to push and when to let go. Because obviously it's not just to let go of everything and never take the action. It is that we need to take action, but we need to take the right action. And we optimize our time by including our intuition and our gut feelings of when is the right time to do things. And this is something that is extremely next level to master, I feel. But again, if the truth is that we can never be wrong, we can never take a wrong decision. The universe wants us abundance. So either we're just going to take a detour around to it, or we're going to take a more direct route to it. If we know for sure that we're going to arrive at our right destination of our dreams, how can we then dare to let a little bit more go of the planning of being in the future or being in the past, regretting, just accepting, and bringing us back to the presence of intuition and spontaneous invitations, and then to see that things can work out and things can actually happen that way, very, very smooth and very, very easy. So in my opinion, this is manifestation. In my experience, this is manifestation happening right there. But I'm not including necessarily a feeling. I'm not sitting and meditating on it. I'm not connecting myself to any kind of emotional state where I already have it. I'm bringing it more into a present moment of a very big trust in the universe, in God, in the highest self, in my highest self, of the whole planning. And that is what is actually bringing me manifestation and bringing all my desires and longings into place. And now we're doing the same thing with Bali. It's so easy to sit and be restricted about, oh, but is it realistic? And if we do this, then we could have that. Yeah, but is that a solution to just compromise to make it work right now in our mind? Or is it our deepest longing? Is it the ultimate we can have? Or am I compromising just in order to stay in control and to have it planned out right now and to please my mind? Because I dare that most of us is actually not daring to have the big dreams and to put out the best case scenario that we are truly longing for in our deepest core and in our deepest cells. And usually because we know things as well, like the other mom has been to Bali before, so she's like, there are no villas in this area down to the beach. Yeah, but what if we want a villa down to the beach? Wouldn't that be better than being on the other side of the street? Okay, let's just put it that we want the villa. And who knows, maybe there has been built a villa down to the beach by the time she's been there and until we are going there. So it's more like, okay, if I have these desires and I want the life to be like this and that, then I'm automatically opening my system. I'm making myself available to see that opportunity. I'm aligning my system to start looking for this. And at that point, I become available for it. And that also coming with confidence, trust, presence. So not only to have a big dream, but like to bring ourselves back to that present moment, to bring ourselves back to, am I available? That is the question all the time. Am I available right now, or am I caught somewhere else? If I tune into my intuition, what am I being told to focus on right now? And this is usually like something that does not make sense at all. But then suddenly it does make sense if we dare to let go of the control of understanding it or controlling it. And then out of the blue, boom, 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 things will happen. And it will be too easy. And it will be exactly what we dreamt of. And that is the true manifestation. That is how we can manifest things. So my reflection question to you is, of course, what are you available for right now? What do you want? Are you available for what you want, or are you available for what you have right now? You're for sure available for what you have already, but have you moved into also being available for what you want? And that is a great question, I think, to start the day with, check in with during the day. Maybe like go to bed and have a reflection of, have I been available today? Have I been present? What actually happened today? Who did I meet? What did my intuition tell me that I maybe bypassed? What is my body telling me that I'm listening to or bypassing? And then slowly, un poco a poco, we become more available. I would love to hear your thoughts about this episode and your thoughts about manifestation, being available. And feel free to leave a comment below or go into my Instagram. I would love to connect with you on human.nextlevel, and let's get in touch.